Hey, Sharon Smith here, and I want to do some tapping today and a little bit of visualization to help those of you who suffer with fibromyalgia. And I think there are an awful lot of people out there who have this. You do have some common underlying emotional things with this. These may or may not be specifically your issues when we work with them, but I think I'm going to cover a broad enough area that most of you should feel a difference. You should feel better from this, I would think. Now, it will not be enough work in this short free video to actually fix your problem. You would need a longer, more in-depth course of work for that. But I do think you can get a good result just from this little bit of work we're going to do today. Now, before we start, I do need to be sure that you've read my disclaimer and the link. If you're seeing this on YouTube or Facebook, the link's just right down there below. Just pause me for a minute. Go take a look. I'm not going to start this without you, I promise. Okay, welcome back. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with some of the tools that I'm going to use, we're going to start off with a little bit of guided visualization. Then we're going to move into EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, which is also just known as tapping. And we're going to start tapping points here, top of the head, where the eyebrow begins, either side, either hand, it doesn't matter. Out here on the bone, right beside the eye, on the lower orbit below your eye, under the nose, under the lower lip. Just take your hand and across the chest right here, and then about 4 inches below your armpit. If you're a woman, it'd be about where a bra strap comes across. And at the end, we're going to hold wrist points, top and bottom, and we're going to breathe. So those are the points that we're going to be working with. So now I want you to focus for just a minute. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and hold it and blow it out. Good. Now I want you to just tune into your body, close your eyes, it might help, and tune into your body and how you're actually feeling right now in this minute. And I want you to see where the pain is. It may be all over, or it may be in a specific area. You may have fatigue and see that. You could, whatever you see is appropriate for you, you could see fatigue slowly circulating through your body. Just kind of make yourself a note about what you're seeing there. If it's a color, if there are shapes or textures involved. And just appreciate it and just know that this is okay. And now I want you just in your mind, just to send all these things you're seeing a message that we're going to do some work that's going to help them feel better right now. Okay, and open your eyes. Now, just mentally, again, you don't need to write it down. I want you to give your discomfort level a number between 0 and 10, with 0 being none and 10 being agony. You're probably somewhere between that 5 and 10 range. That would be fairly normal. If it's lower than that, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Excuse me, I need a quick drink of water. Okay, now let's just start out here on the side of the hand. Even though I've got all this pain, I completely love and accept myself. Just repeat after me. Even though I'm in a lot of pain and I'm exhausted all the time, I choose to be okay anyway. And I profoundly love and accept myself. So even though I've got all this pain and fatigue, I completely love and accept myself. And I honor all the ways I feel about this. I give myself permission to do this work with compassion for myself and with no harmful side effect to my mind, body, or spirit. Good. Now, top of the head. I just have all this pain. And exhaustion. And it's gone on so long that I'm afraid I'm never going to be okay again. And it makes me feel despair. It makes me feel hopeless. I allow myself to be open to the possibility that despair and hopelessness were there for me before I actually felt the symptoms. I wonder if it's possible that I had despair and hopelessness before I was in pain. And I'm open to this possibility. Because I do have some despair. And I allow myself to look back gently on feelings of despair around events and people. But I also allow myself to see that my despair is not helping any situation or person, including me. It's causing me pain to hold on to this. And I have a lot of pain. But what if I could be open to letting go of some of this now? I give myself permission to feel safe in letting go of pain. Because it's safe for me to let go of this despair. There are more useful emotions I could be feeling around this situation. So it's safe for me to let this go now. Hold your wrist points. Peace. Okay, now I want you to check in with your pain level and see if that has changed. For many of you, you're going to find your pain level is lower. If you have pain in one area of your body, it may be less, it may be more, it may have moved or shifted to another area. These are all signs. That we're working with an issue that's yours. So now we're going to start again at the top of the head. Just say, even though I'm starting to feel just a little bit better, I think I can't really be well again. I have to stay hopeless. Because I've found over time that if I have hope about something that I really care about, it may not work out, and my hopes could be demolished. So I've learned that it's best just to not hope anymore. I gave it up. But I also allow myself to know at a very deep level that humans are not designed to live comfortably without hope. And I'm human. So I allow myself to see that if I step back in and be hopeful again, there's every possibility that it could go right for me. No, I can't hope. Nothing's ever going to change. It's just not safe for me to feel hopeful. Not about this. I allow myself to remember that I'm probably not the one in charge of this situation. And as such, I also allow myself to remember that everything changes. Even though I think some things never do, that's really not true. Change is the way of all things. And I don't know what's going to happen next with this situation or with anything else. But I allow myself to be open to the possibility that it could be something better. It could be something better, especially if I am no longer expecting the worst. I release the need to expect stuff that makes me feel hopeless. And I allow myself to see signs of hope everywhere in the world. I allow myself to remember that good things are happening all the time, even in my life right now. But I may have allowed this hopeless feeling to keep me from seeing and appreciating those things. So I'm going to give myself permission to let go of pain, let go of fatigue, and increase my energy to a comfortable level. And in the space that's left where I let go of pain and fatigue, I choose to fill that space with hope. I choose to fill that space with love, because I deserve to have love, and I deserve to feel hope, because I'm a great person, and I profoundly love and accept myself. Hold your wrist points. Peace. Okay, you did great. Now check in and see where your number is. And I think most of you will find, if not all of you, that your number has shifted. So leave me some comments. And if you are interested in some more work, I do work one-on-one, and the information is on my website. I'll put the link on here for you too. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I would love to have a conversation with you. Let's chat.